Kiwi sports fans have a big old weekend ahead with Team New Zealand back on the water on Sunday morning our time. The All Blacks, of course, facing off in the first of their 3 tests against the British and Irish Lions tomorrow night at Eden Park. It will be captain Kieran Read's first match since being sidelined with a fractured thumb back in April. Our excellent rugby reporter Joe Porter was at today's captain's run at Eden Park, and I asked him how the All Blacks looked.
They looked pretty good and they looked in good form. They also looked like they were having a lot of fun, did the All Blacks. Kieran Read and Steve Hansen both had smiles on their faces, and the team looked like they were really enjoying their work this afternoon. Kieran Read, of course, he's a 98 test veteran, 2 away from becoming an All Black centurion. He's won 2 World Cups and countless individual honours. Of course, we all wanted to know how big this match would be to him against the Lions and how it would rate compared to those other 98 tests.
To be honest, it's probably the most important right now for me. Yeah, massive one. I think this series has been built, has been pretty big, and I think we've finally got to that point where both teams are pretty raring to go. So I can't wait for the challenge. You know, the whole history of the Lions isn't lost on us as All Blacks. We love the opportunity. You know, we've only got a certain number who get the opportunity to play, you know, probably in this part of our career. So, you know, awesome opportunity for us. Yeah, can't wait to get into it.
Joe, Kieran Read hasn't played for a long time, and normally in such circumstances he'd actually be given more time to rest and recuperate and recover and get fit again. But actually he has to play, doesn't he?
That's right, he's their talisman, he's their captain, and of course he hasn't played hardly any rugby this year, none since April, and he is coming into this absolutely underdone. He says himself he's fully fit and he's ready for 80 minutes of the most brutal test rugby you can imagine. However, I did ask him how the All Blacks would cope if the Lions and their suffocating defence were leading at half-time or at the 60-minute mark. Would the All Blacks be able to switch their game plan and adjust to overcome this Lions rush defence?
There's certain ways around, I guess, a rush defence, or whatever you want to call it. You know, and I think it'll probably come down to the simple things done well. You know, looking after playing the rugby at the right end of the field is one, and obviously our set piece is pretty crucial. So making sure our line-out's spot on, we're scrumming well. You know, it probably comes back to simple. You know, that's what rugby's about. You know, getting go forward. So that's all we'll look to do.
Having not played in so long, and I guess being thrust into what could be an atmosphere like a World Cup final, is this the biggest personal challenge of your career?
Oh, I don't know. You know, for me, it's an exciting challenge. I can't wait to get out there and be involved in the series. But yeah, as you said, I've been around the bush a wee bit, and a few games that have been right up there. So I certainly know what's coming. You know, it's hard to prepare yourself exactly for what it's going to be like. It'll be a different beast to World Cup finals and different games that I've played in. So you just got to adapt as quickly as you can. And we've learnt that over our last few years as a team as well, to adapt and adjust, and whatever gets thrown our way, we'll try and overcome it.
Joe, that is a reassuring answer. As an All Blacks fan, I'm delighted to hear Kieran Read say that. Are you picking a score? Are you brave enough to pick a score for tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think I am. Look, this Lions side has improved a lot, and we all know the style they're going to bring, and it will be combative, it'll be confronting, and it will be very hard for the All Blacks to overcome. Don't get me wrong, this is going to be a real test match. However, the All Blacks have a lot of skills, and they have a lot of confidence, and I still think in that last 20 minutes, with the impact of their bench, they'll run away with this game. I'm predicting the All Blacks 32 points, the Lions 18 or 20, so about 12 and over to the All Blacks.
I stood on the bank at Rotorua on Saturday night with some Welshmen who really do think the Lions can do it. It's going to be a cracker of a game. Joe Porter from Eden Park there.